Hello everyone, I'm Kibitz and welcome back to Satisfactory, where last time we added the guts to our main base, and finally have a fully functional main storage room. Well, almost, because we still have to bring everything from the factory below to upstairs and connect it to the 100,000 bins over there. And because I embraced chaos last time and just built the factory however I could, connecting things up will be a complete and utter nightmare. But at least by the end of this, we can finally take down our FICSIT decorations and move out of our temporary base. And if you're excited for that, remember to leave a like. However, before we get into the game stuff, huge Satisfactory news! All the Update 6 information has been released. So let's talk about that for a moment. And oh man, they are doing a lot of things differently with Satisfactory. TLDR, all of the big updates, they're out there, and now it's just a lot of bug fixes and optimizations until 1.0, which is fine by me. This game needs to be completed because then they can get the DLCs rolling, modding support, and also I'm just excited to play the story of this game. Who isn't, right? So super excited for that. Also, there's huge environmental changes. Long ago, they showed the roadmap, or kind of like the map of the game, and what's gonna be changed a lot. In the white here on the map, that's where like huge critical changes are gonna happen. And it looks like Update 6 is gonna be fixing that area and changing it. In fact, Update 6 is all about exploration. So of course, they're gonna wanna make the map a lot more fun and complete. But also they're gonna be fixing up creatures, maybe adding in new ones, ? And changing up old ones to be a little bit more interesting. But there are also gonna be equipment additions. And everybody in existence is just like, let us wear Blade Runners with a jetpack, or a jetpack with a hazmat suit, or whatever, right? Just 2 body slots. So you don't just have to choose one. Like, let me fly around my nuclear power plant without, taking a radiation damage, please. That would be great. But hey, that might not be coming in the next update. Like, equipment additions could mean new weapons, new types of explosives, maybe nuclear weapons, ? Who knows? Oh, but also there are gonna be in-game map improvements. So maybe the radar tower will actually have a use, and who knows what else that means. And of course, the usual technical improvements, making the game run even better. Ooh, and they're also talking about changing how power shards work in the game. So right now, if you have a machine just running at 100%, it'll use like, I don't know, for a constructor 4 megawatts, whatever its baseline is supposed to be. But then when you overclock the machines, it uses exponentially more power. So for example, a constructor at 200% clock speed uses 12.1 megawatts, instead of at 100% it uses 4 megawatts. And this also works inversely, where if you have a machine at 50% clock speed, it'll use exponentially less power. But now they want to change all of that by just making it very, very simple. A machine at 100% clock speed uses its normal power, 200% clock speed, then the machine will just use twice the amount of power it needs. So very, very simple stuff. No more exponential curves and all that jazz, just simplified. And the devs were looking for feedback on this. And my thoughts on it are that I think this is a fantastic change. Obviously for me, who has a late game factory and is using power shards in literally every machine, this is a huge buff because now I'm gonna save like thousands of megawatts of power. But also, more so for like the early game people, power shards are a lot more useful because when you're on coal power or running around for leaves and biomass, you don't really want to use power shards ever because then it's like, oh my gosh, then you need to build more power. And it makes that struggle even worse. But now with this change, you simply just don't have to build as many machines anymore. So maybe you don't have to rip up your entire starter base to include, 5 extra smelters in your array. And because of that, I really like this new change that's coming. I think it's really good. Plus, it'll incentivize people to go and look for power slugs more because they want the power shards because they're just so good. Which fits perfectly in line with Update 6 being about exploration. Oh yeah, and that's an important thing. They said that this update might come out in June. So that is like a working guess from Coffee Stain, so it might just be September. Who really knows? They're just saying earliest to expect is June. So that'll be exciting to look forward to. But hey, let me know what you guys think. I'd love to hear what you have to say in the comments below. But you know what I'm not looking forward to? All of this belt work we have to do. I designed the bottom portions of this factory just to work. There is no organization, hardly any preparedness for when we actually need to connect things to the storage room. And to be frank, I don't even know if we're gonna be able to. So let's ignore that for as long as we can and do something else. Sounds good, sounds great. Let's mess with trucks. I haven't messed with trucks in a hot minute. Let's go. Because most of the stuff in our main base here is gonna be made out of stuff that's delivered by trucks. And a little while ago, we set up a truck path to our oil base, which is also producing some of the materials we need for our main base. So we got this bridge all made up down here, and then out behind the base, we have a truck stop. And here's where we're gonna get some iron ore, copper ore, ingots, and all the other like basic necessities we need. And it's all set up, ready to go. We're gonna power the truck with coal, and things should work out pretty well. We have a 780 belt down here and a Mark III belt there. So the distribution of items in here should end up being more of the good metals and not coal. Because like coal is important, but we need iron for everything, so we need a lot more of that. Big thing is though, I don't know how to set up a new truck route. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I have no idea. I haven't set up one of these in forever, and update 5 changed the game quite a bit, so everything's all different now. Except for the driving mechanics, and I can already tell this is not enough space to turn. So nature go boom, and a truck go zoom? You better believe it. Okay, so we set a path to record, and it's like a yellow finish line over there. Okay, that's fine, well and dandy. Main thing is we just don't want to mess up this recording, so we don't want to do it again. I'm pretty sure I got rid of all the obstacles in our way, but also I'm not, so we'll see how this goes. Also, the last time I messed with trucks, they didn't have very good speed control, so I'm pretty sure if we have a truck going down this hill, it is gonna lose control and just speed just over the edge of the map. So that's gonna be a thing to deal with. Right, bird? All we can really do for now is just drive to our base, park, and hope that it works after. So stop. There we go. Leave it for a second. I am certain I did. Oh, I did put it to unload. Wait, it's not powered? Kibs, you had one job. It's fine, it's fine. The path is recording still. We gotta go, we gotta go. Okay, we will fix that to unload in a moment. But first, this will turn around and we will scoot. And off down the roller coaster hill we go. Luckily, old Mr. Kibs, he's a professional driver. We'll definitely not crash, probably. It's just when the AI is coming down here, going like, 100 kilometers per hour in who knows how heavy a truck, might get a little spooky. And I'd say most of that run was pretty good. We're already back here. So now, I don't know how to stop this. In previous updates, you just go and stop recording. Okay, and then the last little bit of the path is like automatically connected. So I don't see the nodes though. Are they invisible? How do we get this to auto run? Why aren't the nodes showing up? Hello? Hello? Oh my gosh. Was I supposed to hit the save button? Did I just throw away I threw away the whole recording. Oh my gosh. Minutes of my life gone. Oh wait, or maybe we run over the finish line thing back there. Nope, that's so intuitive. Of course that's what we do. Let's just drive for a second. No, we're fine, everything's fine. Okay, let's not screw this up, don't screw this up. Just cross the finish line, win the video game. Haha, oh, there's a nice little victory thing there too. Oh, that's a way better system than it was before. Ah, here we go. Now we can save this though. So we're gonna save this as, I don't know, oil to base. And that saves the vehicle path. So then we do that. I'm pretty sure if we build another truck, we can just have it follow the same path we just saved. So load file, oil to base, GG easy. Even has a map here that shows nothing, but that's fine. Maybe in the future it'll do something else. Ooh, all vehicle path? This could, okay, this could be pretty neat. You can search for a path too. Well. Very cool. Okay, well that's great because we might have to add a second truck to this path. From here to our base, very long distance, a lot of items to move, a lot of items to groove. But time for the test. Enable autopilot. Scoot. Fantastic, don't go over the edge. Okay, we're good. And I'm sure the path will be fine up until we get to our main base. It's just the way down, that's what I'm kind of worried about. right though, time for the roller coaster. Are we gonna fly off the map and get hurt? Probably. Will this truck stay on the road? Absolutely not. It's looking pretty good though. It's looking pretty good. Hasn't lost control yet. You guys, you better not mess up my truck. Nope, run over safely. Perfect. Oh, okay, and we didn't even bounce there. All right, color me surprised. I for sure thought this truck would crash at that point, but it seems we're all good. And we're back to the loading bay. Can't believe it. I actually can't believe it. That saves us a lot of time. I was even considering making a belt that went to our main base because I just didn't think the truck would work. But they're really good. Very pleased. We already know though, like I'm certain. There's no way one truck is gonna be able to move all of the goods over to the main base. There's just no way. Yeah, look at how much it actually took here. It's just not enough stuff. We can leave the nodes to actually wait a little bit longer, and maybe it will be good. What if it, maybe. Actually, let's set the wait time here to 15 seconds. And then we'll do the same at the main base. So yeah, both truck stations have been switched to 15-second wait times, meaning the items have more time to unload and load. So if things are working fine, this truck won't have any material stuck in it, aside from some coal, which it needs to run. So, truck, welcome home. You good, pal? What are you looking like? Okay, it's looking pretty good. Just has some coal in there. So it did fully unload. Perfect. Nice driving too, by the way. Let's just see. It was all fine, all dandy. Oh, no, it's not. Huh, oh, that's really bad actually. So they put in a transfer rate, just like with the trains, so we can see the throughput of the truck. So like how fast it can bring items from one place to the other. And it can bring 811 items, but it's not getting all of the stuff in this bin, which is mission critical because then the bin here is gonna fill up and the same thing will happen up at the main base. So it'll all get clogged and we don't want that. Okay, well, that means we have to have 2 trucks, which will definitely not crash into each other, I'm sure. Well, that's not like a huge problem. We'll just load this with coal, it already is, and we'll wait for the other truck to get up to the other truck station. And once it's about there, we let this one rip. So just load this, and autopilot? Yes. Scoot! And now we hope to anything that on the way back, the trucks don't crash into each other. Yep, not nerve-wracking at all, it's gonna be fine, no crashing, right? Far enough away, for sure. For sure. All right. Truck system Dunskies. Only other little thing was I just had to add in an extra 780 belt to bring all the items through to the base, and the throughput should be fine now. But also I had to make a little adjustment at the loading bin here, just so we had more iron and copper going to the base than coal and caterium. Like we need some coal and caterium, but we definitely need iron and copper a lot more. So now we have a 780 belt stuffing the truck station with the good stuff, and a 480 belt slowly trickling in the other stuff. And now this bin is better diversified. And also some of you might see that outgoing transfer rate number. Don't worry, we don't need another truck. This number just hasn't properly updated yet. I'm sure once the next truck arrives, this will start updating quite a bit. There we go. So about 1,500 items per minute makes perfect sense. We have a 780 belt and a 480 belt loading this. All of the items are being transferred. We're good to go. Which I kind of wish we weren't, because that means the only thing left to do is the storage bin connections. Oh, man. So, there are like 56 bins here, and we have belts all throughout the block underneath us that we have to bring up and organize somehow and connect to the bins. Okay. This is gonna be the worst. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I guess I'll just do some prep work first, like just loading some bins with the items that they need. So that when we're on the other side, we can actually see like what needs to go where. Because I don't want to put up like 100 signs on the other side. That would be annoying. And also, we gotta tinker around down here and figure out how to bring items upstairs. Like, what is going on here? This is the manufacturing floor, fair enough. So we could just put like a splitter here? Yes. Maybe a splitter for all of these things. I have no idea, man. I really didn't plan this part of the build out at all, wherein I just wanted to get like all of these machines hooked up and it turned into complete spaghetti, but now we have to do even more and it's, oh dude, I just don't even know. Well, there's cable, I guess. But now we have to do that with almost every item. How are we gonna get the AI limiters out of here? Oh, that's a bin for them. Okay. Is this the AI limiter machine? It is. So yeah, it's gonna be like a giant jigsaw puzzle of belts. Which at this point we're already used to. It's just such a situation, you know? Okay, but that's AI limiters. Try and do the last one. I think the last one was electromagnetic control rods. I'm certain they're here, right? Why do we even want those in the storage room? Wait, do we even need these? Oh yeah, for particle accelerators, for when we're building those. Fair enough. At least this one should be the easiest out of the bunch. And we'll just do something like, oh my gosh, something like this. And then hopefully this works. Yeah, that's fine. Fantastic, good. FYI about this game, this is why I usually like to keep organized, because oh man, the unorganized mess will come to bite you later on in the game. It always happens. It's like I knew that embracing the chaos would cause issues later on. I knew it. But I was weak, disorganized. I fell for the temptations. And alas, I must now pay the price. Okay, JK, I was being a little overdramatic. Come on, I'm a YouTuber. Gotta be a little bit, right? And this was, in all honesty, a little difficult, but wasn't the worst thing in the world. And all the items are pretty much up here now. So this side has most of the items, and then there are a few that had to come up this way. Like these ones, those ones, etc. Now it's just time to hook them all up to the bins. Easy peasy, right? Totally. Let's go. Oh, let's just go. You see, we just go from here, and then where's the bin for these? Right there? No way. Okay, cool. Let's just go over here then. And wow, first bin's done. We did it. Whoa, it's crazy. And you know what? Actually, I think this will be kind of fun. It's gonna be like a Sudoku puzzle. Yeah, so getting started with things, it was kind of fun, you know? Just A to B, just dodging a couple belts here and there, and it's all good. We have, I'd say half of the bins connected now, which is pretty cool. And now it's time for the complicated part. A lot of these things need to be brought over to the other side of the storage room. See, this cable needs to go to a bin that's all the way, come on, over here. So we have to go past all of the belts we just set up and figure that out. Fortunately, I got a couple tricks up my sleeve. Like this belt, for example, can come down this way, and I've left a bunch of room, as in one tile, right here, so we can just skirt through here, and everything will be fine. And we can bring up to like 6 belts through here too, so that's great. Not only this though, but as things get more and more complicated, we can also go up and above the storage room and come back down. So some things like crystal oscillators over here, just scoot them up, bring them to the roof, of course organize this a lot better, and then bring everything to where it needs to be, or wherever it has to be. And finally, once we run out of room up here, we have the final trick in the book, the greatest invention of our time, the conveyor lift floor holes. So if we can't go through, we can't go over, we can go under. And just bring whatever we want down here. And past Kibs actually put in this different foundation so we know exactly where the storage room is, meaning when we go up this way, we have bins. And wow, thank goodness for those couple little tricks. Things got absolutely out of control here. Absolutely insane. There are belts absolutely everywhere. Up, down, moving all around. And getting everything done turned this place into a complete mess. There are just items like just going every which way. It's actually really cool. We got a lot of cool stuff going on here too, like belts crisscrossing. Like we have some wire going this way, we'll have some quick wire going the other way, and it all looks crazy. And the main thing is, everything's hooked up, and our storage room is fully online. We actually have a home now. Items are slowly, very slowly, filling up in the bins. We can start moving in stuff from our old temporary base and stop saying temporary base finally. We actually have a place to stay. The big thing now is moving. We have a lot of stuff in our temporary base that we have to scoot over that we can't make anymore. Specifically, the snowballs and fireworks. We have something in the range of 25,000 snowballs to move. So that's gonna be a high priority. And we have to not die. What? Let me land. 1 second, this has become a conundrum. Come on. No, don't send me to space. No, I'm in space. Ow. As I was saying, we have thousands and thousands of snowballs here to transport. Oh, did I say 50,000? No, we have a lot more than that. And then also, I haven't hooked up the trash bin yet, i.e. the awesome sink. So we'll have that there and have the bins connected as well. Because at the front and the back of the storage room, we have these like warning symbols. These are going to awesome sinks, or really just one. So that when we arrive back home here, we can just throw out what we want, pick up what we need, and then scoop back out through the hyper tube. So yeah, we'll have the sink back here. That will be pretty easy to hook up. There's enough room now for things. It's all good. Just gonna have to reverse the direction of the bins, no problem. And that will go to there. And then for those snowballs and things, we do want the bins to auto reload. So we do have the space over here, and we're just going to stack a bunch of bins in this area and just store the items here and have them filter into the bin. So like, yeah, we will come over here and we will run out of stuff eventually, but that's better than running back and forth to some random bin in a random room somewhere all the time. That'd get really annoying. And that only added a couple more noodles to the spaghetti. And it's looking good. Better than looking good, it's actually just done. I brought all the FICSIT stuff over, that's all in those boxes. The snowballs are here, color cartridges ready to be stored, and all of the other miscellaneous things that I always have lying around, well, they've actually been here the whole time. I've hidden little bins behind the pillars here. So we have like our rifle and all this fun stuff. So we're good. And the last thing really is just to rebuild our hub. And for now, we're just gonna put it right up here, right in front of storage. And we'll build a proper place for it later. But that is gonna be all for now. So I hope you guys enjoyed and thank you for watching, but have a fantastic rest of your day and bye-bye.